Realistically, how fucked are Zoomers? Their education sucks, and technology is their crutch, rather than an advantage. They're devolving due to lack of environmental pressures. Barely even human now. Anyone who isn't growing their own food and capable of defending their property are fucked. I care for Zoomers. I'm 27 and honestly I like them a lot better than my own fuckhead generation of whiny effeminate retards. But they're head fucked beyond belief and intentionally dumbed down by everyone they're supposed to trust. The parents are too stressed and overworked to notice. Schools hate their students, corporations want their customers dead or dying, politicians want them so insanely stupid that they'll believe anything. Poor little fuckers are so miserable and depressed because they have quite literally been betrayed by society itself. To any Zoomer reading this, you are not bad or useless. That's what they want you to think, and they are amping up the psyop attacks on you because you have legitimate power over them if you can recognize it. The whole Groyper thing is a small taste of what's to come. Eventually this generation of kids is going to collectively realize just how fucked they are. And I really wouldn't want to be an old person in a position of authority when that happens. A small group of companies own all the biggest websites on the internet, dictating what they can and can't see. A small group of people own all televised media, dictating social norms, what you can and can't see, what opinions are correct and what you should believe. A majority of academics influenced by these small groups of people that teach in our schools preach forced indoctrination to their political beliefs. Children are scolded for wrong think and forced to accept ideas they themselves doubt even in their infancy. Meanwhile, there's a concerted effort to protect those in positions of power by misdirection, misinformation, or simply pushing their scandals under the rug. Checked. Zoomers are going to get hit hard by automation, too. At least millennials have had a chance to learn employable skills. $15 minimum wage will kill a lot of the jobs that most millennials had as teenagers. When my dad was a teenager, he worked at a McDonald's and later at Heb. I worked at a Subway, my brother worked at Little Caesars, and later Target. Not only are those jobs already filled by Gen X and Y, but many will cease to exist in the near future. The change will impact everyone, but Gen Z and beyond are going to have a different life than we did. 1987 and on here. Many people my age have become entrepreneurs and accomplished great things. But if you went back to 2004, you would think that the upcoming generation was stupid, aimless, and unmotivated, and that the future was fucked. It's almost as though people are immature when they're young and change as they get older. Millennials are already fucked due to house prices, stagnant wages, hypergamy, yada yada. Zoomers are going to be double fucked. Their brains were rotted from social media from the time they were infants. Imagine thinking the world has a future with weak, indoctrinated, effeminated, entitled and unskilled Zoomers. Boomers will be the last generation that could maintain civilization. Okay, boomer. Zoomers basically have no job prospects, and open borders mean they will never get well-paying jobs. They're basically a generation of people with nothing to lose. Zoomers born in 2005 onward are mentally fried from growing up with smartphones. Fritz. Get the flamin' with fur. I discovered that Zoomers not only don't know what a card catalog is, but can't understand why everything in the library isn't in alphabetical order. They can use an electronic card catalog if it tells them the section their book will be in, but can't understand why the sections exist. It's extremely disturbing. When I was a kid, I'd use the library all the time. These kids have no idea why there are even physical books at all anymore. Zoomers have free hearts that can't be tarnished. They have transcended from the vain, materialistic world of the boomers and millennials and live beautiful lives filled with self-contemplation and merry jokery. Realistically, how fucked are Zoomers? My own dad called me a white male and tried to have me thrown in jail for no reason. He acted like I committed a mortal sin by buying my own guns. He gaslights everybody to the fullest extent possible whenever somebody even coughs about any world events. He'll act like a complete piece of shit one moment and then act surprised at people the next moment when they're done with his shit. He told me to get over the fact that he had my foreskin stolen and has never taught me anything growing up besides go to school and get the homework done. He unironically thinks the internet should be censored to Chinese levels and wishes CNN was the only news channel for anybody to watch. He never taught me what I should have appreciated while I was still really young. Words cannot describe the negative thoughts I have towards him. He better fucking pray that I have a gun in my hand if I ever snap around him, because otherwise it would get messy all over those Minecraft blocks. 21 years old and I already don't care if the world burns tomorrow. 2001 Zoomer reporting in. I can't speak for us all, but the vast majority are lost, adrift, without purpose. We are the generation that were babysat by computers and left to our devices by boomers who weren't tech literate themselves. We were raised with expectations from boomers, given millennial role models and told we could do anything, and then we crashed when we found out we couldn't. We were the first to grow up thinking we could be YouTubers or vloggers. People of no real worth that we grew up idolizing. Majority of us know that things aren't right, that Epstein didn't kill himself, that we are due to become the minority, that a select few alter the acceptable views. But now we must choose, through the years of nihilism and being raised by tech and fed the views of the Silicon Valley cabal, to rebuild ourselves. It's hard when the majority of your interactions are through screens, even when you're in the next room as someone. And those of us that don't want the social media vampirism, that want to speak to others genuinely and without the excuse of the sesh are weird. We definitely deserve the hate, but I ask this and this alone /pulse/ don't hate the Zoomer, influence them. It sounds stupid, but meme pages and image boards have more influence than ever, and it works. Keep spamming anti-degeneracy memes, pushing NNN. We need to know we aren't weird for wanting to preserve our cultures, countries and peoples.